guys, welcome back to Bows and Boards Laser Engraving. I'm Ron. I wanted to do a video today because I keep getting comments on Facebook that people want to quit. They want to give up because they can't get it right. But there's a lot of people that could have given up and had every right to give up after so much hard time that they've had and so many times that they've tried to make it. And I'm going to show you a slideshow on my computer. We're going to go over to the computer. I'm going to show you a slideshow of 5 people that never gave up, 5 people that always persisted, 5 people that eventually won their dream, 5 people that eventually saw their vision come to pass. So at the end of the video, please make sure that you like and subscribe to keep getting more videos on more of my videos that I put out occasionally, and we'll see you on the other side. Hi guys, we're at the computer. This is my slideshow presentation for you that we talked about. This is 5 people you know who never gave up, and neither should you. So we're going to take a look at this real quick. And the first person we'll get to is Colonel Harlan Sanders, founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Colonel Sanders was fired from a variety of jobs before he started cooking chicken in a roadside Shell service station in 1930, and served it in his personal living quarters because there wasn't a restaurant at the service station. He perfected the original recipe over the next 10 years. When the interstate came through his area, it took away important traffic, and he was forced to find other restaurants that would franchise his secret recipe. He wanted 5 cents a piece for each piece of chicken sold. He drove around sleeping in his car and was rejected more than 1,000 times before someone finally said yes. He refused to give up. Next we have J.K. Rowling. She's the author of the Harry Potter books. J.K. Rowling was recently divorced on government aid and could barely feed her baby. In 1994, which was just 3 years prior to Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was published, she was as persistent as they come. During this time, she had to type each version she was trying to sell on an old manual typewriter. The first version was almost 90,000 words. The book was rejected dozens of times before someone gave it a second chance, all because a small London publisher's daughter fell in love with it. She was persistent. Next is Jim Carrey, who's a comedian and an actor. Carrey had a very meager upbringing. His father lost his job when Jim was 14. They were forced to live in a Volkswagen van on a relative's lawn. A few years earlier, when he was 10, he took an 8-hour factory job after school to help make ends meet. Jim was so dedicated to his craft that he mailed a resume to the Carol Burnett show also while he was 10. When he was 15, he finally was given the chance to perform his comedy routine on stage in a suit made by his mom. That routine flatlined. When he was 16, he quit school to focus on comedy. He moved to LA shortly after. He wrote himself a fake $10 million check, and the notation said acting services rendered. He dated the check Thanksgiving 1995. Just before that date, he hit his payday with Dumb and Dumber. Carrey put the fake check that he had always carried around with him in his father's casket. He persisted against all odds. And we come to Oprah Winfrey. Oprah grew up in a horrible situation. Reportedly, she was a victim of sexual abuse and was repeatedly molested by her cousin, uncle, and family members. Later on, she became pregnant and gave birth when she was only 14. The baby died 2 weeks later. She was the subject of criticism about her weight, racism, sexuality, and so on. But her ambition and drive kept her from giving up, and she became an international superstar. She was a fighter. And finally, we have Tyler Perry, who's an actor and comedian. Tyler lived in a tumultuous life. He was physically and sexually abused growing up. He was kicked out of school and tried to commit suicide twice. When he was 23, he started working on odd jobs so that he could work on his stage career. In 1992, he put all his savings into a production called I Know I've Been Changed, and it bombed miserably. He kept trying, taking more odd jobs and sleeping in his car. He continued with the show's production. 6 years later, Perry finally caught a break when it was in its 7th running. The show became a success. Through his persistence, Perry was named Forbes' highest paid man in the entertainment industry in 2011. Tyler persisted against all odds. In conclusion, what does this all mean to you as a laser engraving enthusiast? If any of these people had given up after trying so hard and failing, they would never have been where they are today. We would never have heard of them at all. When you get frustrated and give up because you tried over and over to align your mirrors spot on, or you couldn't get that picture to engrave just right, you've missed the opportunity to have that aha moment because you got it spot on. You will never know what it felt to finally get it. More importantly, you'll never be able to help others through the same challenges you face, so that could have given them their aha moment too. See, when you give up, the very next try you would have made just might have been your victory moment. I was working on my pellet smoker yesterday. I worked on it for over an hour and a half. I was finally ready to give up. But this nagging voice in the back of my head kept telling me that I have been talking to people on Facebook groups that giving up means giving up on my aha moment. I persisted and finally got that darn thing working, and it felt great. I felt like I conquered the world. Don't give up. Always persist. That your victory is right around the corner. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to my videos so that you can get updates to new videos. Thank you. Have a great day.